It's a new you, starting today, starting right now. A new day, changes to make, we'll show you how. Renew your mind, dear. Are you ready to transform? One step at a time, line up a line. New you, changing lives, one goal at a time.
Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm Shay, and we are here at the New You Show, and we are so excited to have you with us today. This show focuses on you, changing lives one goal at a time. And I cannot tell you how excited I am to be with special guest as well, our other co-host. So again, I'm Shay.
I'm Nelson.
I'm Kaz.
And I'm Tara.
And we have an exciting show for you today. And first, we're going to talk about New Year's resolutions here in Tampa Bay.
Did anybody write out some New Year's resolutions for this year?
I actually did. I actually wrote out some New Year's resolutions.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, like
good
what?
for you.
Well, first and foremost, I want to be a little bit more fitter. So I'm trying to watch what I eat, coming off of the holidays. Want to make sure that, I'm eating healthy and eating right, taking care of the body.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. And what about you, Tara? Did you do anything?
Yeah, I actually started preparing for my New Year's resolution in September because I had a long way to go. So I wanted to have my bikini body back by summertime. So I've lost 40 pounds.
Oh, yay, good for you.
Keep just, envisioning in my mind. So, getting your body right is about getting your mind and your spirit right as well. So.
That is true, 40 pounds. How did you do it?
A lot of exercise, dieting, I quit drinking. That was a big thing.
For you, how did you end up, deciding to do that? Did you have someone that was in your corner, being your biggest fan, to do that, Tara?
I think you have to start with being your own biggest fan. I think you have to just start to look yourself in the mirror and say, enough is enough. Let's be the best me I can be. And for me, it was about taking the next step, just showing up and just feeling better about myself and thinking better about myself, and just one step after the next. It starts unfolding for you.
I have a similar goal, like Kaz said, go back into the gym. Kind of similar, not to get the bikini body, but get a nice beach body.
You want the bikini. Yeah.
I'll just stay on my side of the beach wearing.
That's exciting. Well, one of the goals that I'm trying to do this year, guys, is play acoustic guitar.
Wow.
Do any of you guys know how to play guitar?
I play the bass.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I played Guitar Hero before.
Yeah.
That's not quite the same.
Okay.
But I do really want to learn to play. It's been one of those things that I've been wanting to do for such a long time. And it's exciting because I actually have some teenagers around me that are trying to do a band. And so they're going to be kind of my mentees, if you will, or my mentors, as I go through this really new goal for myself this year. So I'm really, really excited.
And we get inspiration from everywhere, huh?
Yeah, you got to do it. You need support when you have a goal. Isn't that true?
Absolutely.
What's your first step for learning how to play the acoustic guitar?
Well, that's a great question, and this is something that I think everybody at home can relate to, right? Is first, when you have a vision in mind, you have to make it simple. You have to make it plain. So once you know that you have that passion, you have that desire, it's important for you to literally write down the steps to help you accomplish that goal, right? And so for me, it was, okay, who do I know that plays guitar, one, and then who can help me do it free, right? Because I was not about to fork out any dollars for that, right?
Price.
And so with that being said, I actually wrote down kind of like a timeline of things that I wanted to do and when I wanted to do them to make sure that I accomplished this goal. And so after I did that, I just started doing it. And so once a week, I practice. And that's helping me make steps right towards my goal.
Maybe one day you can come on the show and we can see how your skills are.
Maybe I'll be your special guest one day. We'll see.
That'd be good.
Everybody has a goal, and I'm sure that you have a goal too. Well, we want to hear about it. So email us or call us. We want to hear from you. We want to know what we can do to help you reach your goals and help change your life one goal at a time. Everybody has a dream, but a dream becomes a goal when you put some great principles and tools to it, and we will be your biggest fans and your biggest cheerleaders to help you reach your goals, changing your life, again, one goal at a time. Email us today. Now, back to the show.
Give us a call. Our number is 1-800-548-0119. Call in, drop us a line. Let us know what was your New Year's resolutions and how you're trying to accomplish those goals. We'd love to hear from you.
Great. You know, speaking of goals, the book I read outlined how goals should be realistic and attainable. Shouldn't reach for the moon because you're not going to get there. But and it also talked about how you should have like a time check for yourself. So you work on your goal a little bit, and then you have like maybe 2 months, and then you evaluate where you are. If you need to back up and start again, or just check your progress, and it might keep you going forward and pushing forward.
Well, that sounds really good. Well, for you at home, if you want to take a look at that book as well, we will be glad to flash it on the screen in a few quick minutes so that you too can take advantage and learn what Nelson did about how to accomplish your goals. There's nothing like helping someone meet their goals. And you, if you're a business owner, you have a unique opportunity to help others change their lives one goal at a time. We are always looking for business sponsors that want to contribute to the show and be part of the journey of transformation in others. It's such a wonderful effort that we all get a chance to partake in that helps us to have new results, new communities, and new people as a result of your efforts helping us with this show. So if you'd like to be part, call us today and don't delay. One thing that we want to talk about next is some nice and exciting tools, right? Tips that users can do that are really easy to use in terms of their goals. Have you all heard about the SMART principle? Yeah?
Oh, yes.
What does it
Sorta,
stand for?
not really.
Not really?
Yeah.
Kind of, sort of,
I'm
not
not
really?
gonna lie.
Your honesty.
So for those at
not
home that
really.
may not be exactly versed, kind of like this one over here, the SMART principle is one that really stands for 5 simple kind of tools to help you reach your goals. So the S stands for simple. Keep goals simple, right? The next one is M, which means measurable. Make sure that your goal is measurable so that every day you can track it and you can see your own progress towards your goal. A means attainable. It has to be something that someone can achieve. If it's not attainable, then why do it, right? Like you said, who wants to shoot for the moon knowing that we probably can't get there by our feet, right?
Right, exactly.
And then in terms of R, you want results. And once you're able to see the results, like you, Tara, losing 40 pounds, you tracked that, you saw and you quantified that it was 40 pounds, you saw the results and you were quite happy with it. And I know that you can get there again if that's what you want. And then in terms of the T, trackable, right? You want every goal that you have to be trackable in a way that you can track it. So that's a really quick, simple tool that we encourage you on the New You Show to use to help you meet your goals.
I think maybe they should add another letter to that, well, F for fun. Because I think if
Yes.
a goal is fun, you're more likely to achieve that goal. You
Great
want to
idea.
put some excitement into it, have some fun with it, and more than likely you're going to achieve that goal and keep going with it.
That is
And
so
then the
cool.
acronym will be SMARTF.
Smartest?
the word.
Smartest? That's harder to
Yeah,
say.
F, right?
But I
You're gonna have to
definitely
kind
want
of
that.
try to rearrange it a little bit to make it work.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's true.
Here's our daily dose for today. Every day you should practice positive affirmations one step closer to your goal, because one goal at a time, you're going to get where you need to go. And today, your daily dose from the New You Show is widen your view. If you're having trouble finding an answer, it's probably because you're continuing to look in the same places you've already looked. Thoughts become things. So get imaginative. Get creative. If there are no good solutions where you've been looking, then widen your view. The answers and opportunities are most certainly out there. In order to discover them, you must venture out, be creative, attract the things and people to you that can help you reach your goals. By widening your view and not looking in the same places you've already looked, you can achieve so much more. Conditions change, people change, the whole world can quickly change. Just maintain a positive attitude and stay focused on what you want to happen, not on what you don't want to happen. Because by focusing on what you do want to happen, then you will bring it into your widened view.
This weekend I kind of tried a new thing I haven't done since I was a little kid.
What? What was that, man?
I went down to the park, got up on a swing, and I just swung like a little kid.
Aw.
Yeah, just let it all hang out, let the stress run away
Let
from
it
me.
all hang
The
out,
other
that's
kids were looking at
funny.
me kind of funny, like, what's this big guy doing on the
Well,
swing?
I'm sure you were the biggest kid there.
I was the biggest kid there, but I had a blast. And
But I also heard that you guys played football this weekend, and unfortunately I couldn't be there to, show you guys up. But we have some footage to pretty much show you what you guys did out there. Here it
Wow.
goes. Well, Nelson, I have to tell you, that was quite some entertaining footage. As we know, you're working on some goals at home. and we would love to help you with that on the New You. Coming from a commercial break, we have a very special guest, one of our own, Kendall, who's going to let you know about his new year, his new goals, and his new aspirations. A word from Kendall when we return from our commercial break.
Now Tampa Bay can experience the real taste of Chicago with Full Circle Pizza and Grill's authentic style deep dish. Available Sunday through Thursday, with all other pizzas available every day of the week. And you won't just find pizza on their menu. From burgers to wings to soups and salads, Full Circle Pizza and Grill offers a variety the whole family will love. Come enjoy the fun atmosphere or carry out and make it a movie night. Located at 18651 Bruce B. Downs Boulevard in Tampa.
So, as promised, we have a special guest in studio today with us. That special guest is our very own on New You, Kendall. He's here to teach us about the ways that he's going about meeting his New Year's resolution, and also here to help you to let you know how you can do the same thing. So, Kendall, when did you notice that you needed a new you?
I noticed that when December 31st rolled around and I had quit smoking cigarettes and then I started smoking cigars. That was a sign that there's a problem and I need to make a change. So I thought about changing that, and I'm working on quitting smoking cigars now.
How long have you been smoking?
That's an interesting question because I've been smoking probably since I was 15, so give or take 25, 30 years ago. And, you know, my whole family smokes, the aunts smoked, the grandparents smoked, and so I think that's how I got started. And so now I need to stop that cycle and think about myself first and some of the loss that I've seen because of the smoke, and I know it's bad for you. So I'm on a different wavelength now.
So what are the steps that you're taking to just start that out?
I really don't necessarily have a process other than I have it up here mentally. I'm programming myself, okay, I don't need a cigarette or I don't need a cigar. Let me drink a soda. Let me chew some gum. So that's kind of where I'm at now, and then I'm limiting what stores I go to because I know, depending on what store you go to, they're going to sell them to you. Matter of fact, they asked me, are you here for a cigar? No.
Yeah, that's smart. That's smart. Yeah.
Be strong.
Yeah.
I'm trying. It's the new year. It's been about 30 days, so we'll see how it goes.
Wonderful.
I scaled down a little bit. Didn't completely quit, but I'm down to maybe one cigar every 2 days.
So you start a little bit and you work your way from there. That's good.
Little baby steps.
So Kendall, what's next for you?
I don't really have a next. I think this thing is going to take me through this year. 2014 is a little different for me. I got some things going on at the house, my personal life, so I don't know if I necessarily have a next. I'm just going to try to focus on this one thing, do this right, and then move on to
one
something
step at a
else.
time.
One step at a time, just like they say. It's a program.
Right. It's realistic. Take your time with it. Keep the stride going.
Right.
So, Kendall, I have to ask, they say that people smoke out of stress and that kind of increases amongst time, but is there any positive advice that you have to share with our viewers that may be going through the same things at home to help them become new?
It's very easy when you get stressed to pick up a cigarette, pick up a beer or a cigar and smoke, but I have to channel that negative energy into something else. So I got a pool in my backyard, so as soon as the spring gets here, I'm going to be swimming, doing a couple of laps to kind of burn off some of that negative energy, and maybe I'll start going to the gym this year. I mean,
the exercise will be good for you. Yeah, get those lungs cleared up.
Get those lungs cleared up. I mean, the lungs are jacked up a little bit nowadays, but you're absolutely right. I got to change everything, and it starts from the inside.
That's right. That's right. Well, good luck with that, Kendall.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I'll keep you up to date. What's going on?
Yeah.
Thank you.
We can't wait to meet the new you, Kendall.
The new me is on the way.
Great.
Wow, wasn't that an amazing story about Kendall sharing his goal towards becoming new through not smoking anymore? I mean, what an incredible goal that he has. Do you think you can do it?
I know we can.
I think so too.
Absolutely.
I think you really can too. I'm excited. And it's going to be hard, but I would imagine that kind of like you, Tara, once you have your mind set on something, you can do it.
Here on the New You Show, we leave no goal uncovered. And our next segment talks about new love. Yes, some of you may have had that on your goal list this year, finding new love. And our special guests, that's what they're talking about, how one of them in particular found new love, and it's been long and lasting ever since. So why don't we both go back and listen into the show.
So what did you do this last Valentine's Day? What did you do to keep your love new or fresh? Or revive something that probably was dead, right? Or if you didn't have a love,
What did you do to find love on Valentine's Day? There's lots of different things that you could have done, and I hope that you didn't stay at home and have a pity party, a woe is me party, because how many of those can you have every Valentine's Day, right? It's time to do something different to get different results, and that's what this show is about. It's about being new. So we want to encourage you today, and I have 3 other guests that are going to encourage you too, to find new love in your life. With me today, again, is
Deborah.
Jeanette and Tara. So say hi, ladies.
Hi, ladies.
Hi.
So I'm so glad that you guys are here with me today to talk about being new and finding new love, right? First of all, let me tell you, it is tough, this whole dating scene I've heard. I've heard that people who really want to find a new mate, it's hard. And I heard that a lot of people do the internet and they have a lot of different issues with the internet. But I don't know what's best. You know, my situation is what I'm not talking about today. But what I can tell you is that I encourage people to find new love because that's my journey right now too. What about you guys? Have you guys been on a journey ever in your life where you were looking for a good, wonderful new love?
Actually, I have been. Actually had to find myself first before I could find that new love. Had to love me before learning to love someone else.
Right.
So if you can be happy with you, the person you do find, they will actually enhance your happiness instead of trying to make you happy.
Absolutely.
So you have to do that for yourself first. Love you and let you be your Valentine.
I completely agree with that, and I think if you don't love yourself, then how can you know what love really is, right?
Correct.
I mean, my goodness, I can imagine that someone who doesn't love themselves, they're probably really selfish, they're prideful, they're someone who they don't know how to take care of you or us as women, right?
Correct.
It probably would be really tough, and so I think exactly what you said is right on. You have to be able to love yourself.
Exactly.
And so for Valentine's Day, why not have like your own chocolates, right? Send yourself a card, send yourself flowers,
Exactly.
right? I mean, that would have been a great idea for us to have done this last Valentine's Day.
Exactly.
And I hope that you at home, you did something like that. I really do, because it doesn't matter whether you have someone in your life or you don't. It's good for you to take care of you and love yourself first. So I have a question, because something that you said really sparked me. When it comes to being able to transform ourselves and to become new, how does someone try to love themselves? I guess you have to spend time with yourself to know who you are, know what you want out of life, to even learn what it is that you love. Do you have any thoughts about that?
Take those variables out of other people. Take those variables out as to what other people think of you, what they expect of you, and learn what to expect of yourself. So if you don't know what you like to do, find out what you like to do. If you like music and that soothes you, then sit and listen to music and be happy amongst just yourself in your own 4 walls. So again, it goes back to being able to love yourself. And then you can reach out to others and not be in this box that they expect you to be. You can be freely to be you.
I completely agree, and I don't know, Deb and Tara, if you guys have an opinion about this, but sometimes I've just enjoyed being by myself, not doing anything. Happy and content with just me. Finding out what it is that I like to do, finding out who I really am, finding out the things that I really liked when I was a kid, what things kind of stuck with me versus the things that I kind of matured into, right? I really like that free time, that me time, so I can discover who I am and really, really love myself.
I'm a big believer that in order to get love, you got to give love. And a lot of times we treat other people, sometimes even strangers, better than we treat ourselves.
Exactly.
So in order to observe for me, you know, the kindness that I want to receive, I try and put that out there and, you know, give that love. And of course, you do have to love yourself and ask yourself those questions. I really appreciate and respect what
Thank
you
you.
said, Jeanette, because it is so true. And, you know, if you don't love yourself, how can anybody else? But I think every day should be Valentine's Day.
Exactly.
I don't
That
think
would
it
be
should
nice.
just be
Good point.
celebrated
Yeah.
one day a year. I think that we should celebrate each other and love each other and shower each other with kindness and gifts and chocolates and flowers as much as possible.
I love that. And I think something that's so key about what you said is it's not even about somebody else. And in fact, it's not only about us. It's about other people. And so finding love, and Deb, you probably can appreciate this too, it's in others that are around us, our family, right? There's love relationships there that can be new, right? So it's about finding out what those things are to make them new. Do you agree?
Yes, I agree. And actually, I have a question. So now that you've discovered yourself, and same with you, how do you find new love? What steps do you take to find new love now that you've found yourself?
So take the find out and let love happen.
Okay.
Take the find out. Don't search. Don't go out with the intent, I'm going to go to, the club and I'm going to find love, or I'm going to go on the internet and I'm going to find love. Because now you've set that expectation, and when you don't, then you're discouraged and you go right back into that small little box you tried to come out of. So let love happen. As you expose the new you, you're going to flourish, because now you know who you are. You can actually attract the person you want. They're going to be attracted to you because now you have a new personality. You have a new flower to smell.
That's an excellent point.
It is. I like that.
Thank you.
That's great. Was that yours? Was that your thought yourself?
Actually, it was.
That's really cool.
So you
That's
didn't get
great.
that from a Hallmark card?
No, I did not. No. Actually, it's
like
come a
mine.
lot from experience, because I had to reinvent myself. I was in this box of how women should be and what we should do and what others expect of us. And I had to come out of that box and say, hey, I want to do me. And whoever doesn't like it, so what? If they do like it, then come in and be with me. So I had to do that for myself, and that's where I got that from, is to learn to love me first. And then once I love who I am, it's going to shine no matter where I am.
It sounds like you brought someone in to be with the new you. Is that right? Do you have a special new love in your life?
I do. I have a new love of 17 years.
Oh my gosh,
and that
that's
love,
wonderful.
I tell you, when I finally had that transformation and exposed myself to me, there was no way I could miss out on this love. He's definitely a keeper.
Wow.
He is just a blessing in my life. So we are actually peas in a pod, just as you said earlier.
That's awesome. And so was he your first love, or had you been in love before?
Oh, I thought I was in love many times. Been married, divorced. I thought love of what I thought was love. But then when I really found myself and realized what real love is, that's what actually opened my eyes to him. And he was rough around the edges, so was I.
Yeah.
We had to grow together, learn to trust each other, communicate with each other, because the basis of any good relationship is to have communication and trust.
Right.
You can't talk. You can't communicate. You don't know what each other's feeling or thinking. You can't trust each other.
Wow.
That's very encouraging.
It is. And I think that's kudos to all of us who are looking for new love. And if you are listening in on the show today, and maybe that was you, you had that pity party this past Valentine's Day, it's time to stop it and move on. It's time to say you want something new, you want something fresh, you want that new love. And you heard it here today, right? There's so many different things that comes with having new love, right? Learning and knowing who you are, learning yourself, finding out what it is that you want, also making sure too that you give, right? That you give, and you give a lot of love, and then that way it'll come back to you. And another key thing that we learned today that I thought was so wonderful is communication is key when it comes to love. So if you are listening in today and you have a story about how you found new love, we want to hear about it. So please go out to our website. It's going to be flashing across your screen. We want you to go online today or call us. Again, the number will be on your screen too. We want you to call us and tell us about how you found new love. You heard the stories here, and there's tons of them out there. We want to hear from you. So call us today, and if you are on a journey to becoming new through your love relationships, we want to hear about that too.
Hi, I'm Shay Olivia. Thank you so much for watching the show today and being part of this journey to help people change their lives one goal at a time. We are so excited that you're part of this with us as we go journey through journey about exploring things that are new. New love, new money, new wealth, new health, new body, new passions, everything new. And we want to help you meet your goals too. That's right. All you have to do is email us or call us, and we'll be glad to reach out to you to help you change your life one goal at a time. We have great people here that really want to help you accomplish what you want to accomplish. We'll be your biggest fans and your biggest cheerleaders too, helping you reach your goals. So call us today, don't delay, do something today towards your destiny.
It's a new you, starting today.